Hey guys, so today I'm here to do my wrap up for the month of August. I got it right. Most of the time I go to say February or something because it still feels like it's the beginning of the year. It's going too quick. Yes, I'm still sick, and yes, the internet at this point in time when I'm filming this video for me is still not working. It's not fun, but to get on with the wrap up, I've read a total of 7 books this month. It seems like that's all I'm able to read because I am full-time employment now. It only happened in the last couple of weeks and I'm a full-time employee, so I get to work 38 hours a week, 5 days a week. And it just means I just don't get to read as much because I work all the time. So yeah, only read 7 books, but I'm really excited about all the ones I read, and they were all like on my plan of what I really wanted to get to this month, so I feel really good about that. The first book I read was Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, and like this book was amazing. Like I was feeling like my books were being like pretty mediocre and alright, and then I read this book and I was like, oh my god. I loved it. I love the story. I love the characters, especially the characters. Characters are the best thing about this, and the ships, and just the Shadow and Bone trilogy is like alright, but I wasn't completely blown away by it, but like this was amazing, and I want more books in this whole entire thing. I also have a book review that I will link down below that you can check out to see more of my thoughts, because I talk a lot about all my babies and I like loved this, and I also loved just the black pages, and it's just, you know, dirty hands probably touched this and I just I just died, but I absolutely love this. It was great. Everyone needs to read it. Next 2 books I read were This Savage Song and Our Dark Duet by V.E. Schwab, or Victoria Schwab. V.E. Schwab's her adult book's name and Victoria Schwab's a young adult book's name, I think. I was actually like halfway through this book last month and I picked it up and finished it this month because it's only the books that I finished this month that count, you know? But I finally finished this duology. The start wasn't the best. I was really getting annoyed because I'm like, damn it, I have to read the sequel and I'm not enjoying this, and then it just hit. And it was amazing. This was a really good book, even though they're like 4-star reads for me because it's like, it's not completely perfect. Really like the way monsters were done in this book. It was really interesting, and yeah guys, Kate and August are great, and there's no romance as well. I've not really read books without romance in them, so it was weird for me because I love romance. I love shipping people. I love seeing all the romancy things, like every little thing people do together. I'm just like, yeah! So I'm really that person. Like so many people hate romance and I'm just like, nah, I love it. But definitely enjoyed this, and I have a book review for both of these books that I'll link down below as well. Then I read Unhinged by A.G. Howard, which is a sequel to Splintered, and I really enjoyed this, and oh my god, I'm so excited that I'm finally reading this series. Like, it's making me so happy because at the beginning of the year I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it. And it's like, I've had them for so long, so it's happening and I'm excited. I'm already started the 3rd book. I'm like 10 pages in, like I started it today, but I'm still reading another book, so it's a bit all over the place. But I will have the 3rd book and the novella bind-up read next month, which I'm really excited about. And that means another series done off the series TBR, even though it's not really a series TBR, but off my goal of reading 20 series. But I just really enjoyed the 2nd book. It wasn't slow at all. It really did good. Like so many books have like the 2nd book slump and you're like, I hate this series now, it's shit. But this one didn't do that, so that's a good thing. But I really liked too that like the 1st book was mainly in Wonderland and this book is mainly in our world, and I liked having all the different characters having to deal with the human side of things, and just so good. I can't wait for the 3rd book. It's really gonna go down, and yeah. I'm sorry guys too if I sound like really shit because my voice is just killing me and I'm really sick. So it's like internet's gone, really sick, everything's working out very well. But anyway, the next book I read was Song of the Current by Sarah Tolska, and I read this because it was the book of the month and I wanted to join in, and I got this in the Wire Chronicles, which was really cool as well. But I definitely enjoyed this book. It was really interesting with having the whole idea of like the river gods and the sea gods and the mountain gods, and just like, even though that's a very common thing, I just really like the way it was done in this book, and how like the main character pirates a ship. No, not pirates. She pioneers a ship. She knows how to sail a ship, and she doesn't do bad things a lot, but she's really cool. She has a really good development arc in finding out who she is as a person and what God relates to her and everything that in her life, just how it fits. And I love the characters in there, and the male love interest, I love him too. He is so helpless and useless, but he's so great. Just call him Eustace. But I really love him as well, and just all the different characters. But the only problem I have with this book is I feel like I've read about 20 books like this. Like, they're not the same plot, the characters, nothing, anything is alike, but it's like they always have this same kind of feel to them them, where it's just like, oh, it's a journey story and you meet a girl and the guy meets someone and then you find people and you have all this drama that you got to get through. But it's just like, I feel like I'm not going to really think about this book that much. Like, I'll be like, yeah, Song of the Current, but it's not going to be like, oh my god, Song of the Current was the best thing ever. It's just going to be like, oh, I read that book. So that's kind of a bummer with this one because it was really good. So I want to check out the sequel though to see what's going to happen with the characters later on, but it was just kind of a bit of a bummer that not really too much else happened. Next I read Defy the Stars by Claudia Gray, and like I needed to read this because I love Claudia Gray and I've read almost all of her books. I've got 2 more that I want to read, and because I read this one I kind of just really want to read them like now, so it might happen, I don't know. But I really love Defy the Stars. It was so adorable. I really like the story of Naomi. I can't say that name. Naomi. Of Naomi and Abel. I loved how they're just traveling through space. Naomi is a human and Abel is a mech, and I love that he like sort of has this whole issue, like his development arc is so great, like him figuring out that he actually has the capacity to think for himself and to have feelings, and it's like, oh, I love it with AI when they just like develop a conscience, and it's just like, oh, give it to me. I love it so much. And like the banter in this is great, the story plot's great. It was a good pace. I think, like, I mean, it is 500 pages long, this book though, so it could have been a bit smaller, but we can deal. I really love her writings. It doesn't really even matter that much to me. I just find that when you get a book where it's mainly just 2 characters the whole time, heck of awesome stuff happening, or I get bored. And I was like not bored, but I was a bit like, is something gonna happen? I don't know. But I was really excited. So many things were happening at the end though, and I'm just like, oh, I need the next book right now, like right now. And the last book I read this month was One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. I can't even speak. I can't hear, I can't breathe, I can't speak. It's all wrong, but I'm here, guys. I'm trying. But I really wanted to read this book because, one, I had to read it for a book of the month because I'm in 4 sort of 5 book clubs, because like my other book club is me just buddy reading with Jacqueline and Sarah, who are my 2 friends, and it's so much fun talking to them. And we don't really have like a time set, like we don't have to read the book in that month, we just have to read it together at a good pace whenever we want. But the other 4, it's like you've got to read that book this month. So this was one of these ones. So I was kind of saw this book and I was a bit like but then because I had to read it, I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I really like the idea that it's like the Breakfast Club / Pretty Little Liars, and I really love the whole way this book like changed everyone. Like, because with the whole idea of this book is you've got 5 kids that go into detention and one of them dies, and everyone who was in the room is the suspect to the murder of this person. And it was really hecka crazy, and everyone was getting like, every page it was getting changed and like, you did it, you did it, you did it, you did it. And I'm just like, oh, I don't know what's happening. Like, I was getting so anxious because I'm like, oh my god, who actually did this? And then you get to the end and I was like, it was so hyped. It was hyping itself and I was so let down. I'm not going to say anything else, but I was just, it was just, it's one of the, I guess, sort of the end, but I had like about 20 different like scenarios in my head of what I thought was going to happen, and when the one happened, it was like, okay. I was expecting more, but okay. But overall, I really like this book, and I love the way too that because of all the finger pointing at these people, they've really changed and figured out who the people that are closest to them, figured out different things in their lives, and figured out who they really wanted to be as people with this whole like crap going around them. So definitely a really good read, and like read it, but like hopefully it's just me that felt really disappointed with the ending of this book and not everyone, because it's meant to be this really epic thriller and it just wasn't. But so be prepared, don't like hype it too much, because like for the first like 150 pages I was like really mentally going, oh my god, this linking, trying to link things, and then I got near the end and I was just like, nah. But these are the books that I read this month that I'm really excited about. I enjoyed all of them, like seriously, they were all pretty good. And I did pretty good this month. I only bought 6 books and I read 7, so I one-upped it. I did it. I'm back ahead. I'm ahead. This thing, that's pretty good. That is pretty good for me, because last month I bought like 50 books and this month I bought 6, so I'm happy about that. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and I am gonna go away now because I am finished talking. But anyway guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you later. Bye!